How powerful is Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider? Robbie Reyes is a car mechanic who one day got into a violent altercation with the 5th Street Locos, who went on to shoot him and his brother, causing the car to flip over many times, ejecting him out of the vehicle, leaving his brother paralyzed and Robbie dead on the street. He was found later on by Johnny Blaze. He then resurrected Robbie by transferring the dark spirit into him, imbuing him with the powers of the Ghost Rider. One of the most notable and visible abilities of Robbie's is to transform. His eyes glow in a blazing orange color, flesh burning into ashes, as he turns into a skeletal humanoid engulfed in flames, becoming the Ghost Rider. Robbie has superhuman strength in his human form. He can tear off a piece of a car's engine. He's able to rip out a person's spine easily, able to overpower thugs, knock out Quake with one punch. In his Ghost Rider form, his strength is even greater. Famously, Robbie was able to transform into the Ghost Rider and managed to break out of the containment module through brute force, which was stated to be impossible. He then went on to battle Jeffrey Mace, an artificially enhanced human, and Ghost Rider overpowered him, nearly beat him close to death. In his human form, he is highly durable. He can endure being impaled by shards of carbon, being blasted into a van and is undamaged. Hellfire threw a fireball at him. Robbie was only slightly phased, despite receiving a burning hole in his cheek. When the Spirit of Vengeance takes control, he is practically invulnerable to harm, immune to ISIS shots and tossed aside by Jeffrey Mace and is totally fine. The Ghost Rider is unaffected by Ada's electrokinetic blast power. He survived a firework factory explosion, walking away from the destruction with no difficulty. He also tanked an explosion from his Uncle Eli's bomb that was capable of wiping out half of Los Angeles. He's able to exert himself for long periods of time without tiring. He can sense and track the presence of objects and beings made of dark matter. Being empowered by supernatural demonic energy, it allows Robbie to regenerate from any damage done to him. Robbie can control and generate demonic flames of hell. He can make his car catch on fire. He can imbue metal objects he touches with hellfire like pipes, car tools, car parts, and also his chain. He can damage beings who have a healing factor with hellfire, which they can't heal from. He can make his car heat up at will, burning anyone's hands that touches it. He can even produce hellfire from the hood of his Charger, which made Quake fall off of it as she tried to pursue him. He is completely immune to fire. He can look into someone's eyes, seeing into their hearts and souls. And then he can assess their personality and emotional characteristics to determine whether or not they are a bad person who needs punishment. Robbie has the ability to touch intangible beings like ghosts, and not only touch them, but can also use hellfire to destroy them. He is capable of completely incinerating apparitions to cinders, killing them. He is immune to the effects of insanity. While he is transformed, he does not require food, water, sleep, or air to survive. Robbie can pass on the Spirit of Vengeance to another person, the new host gaining all of the Ghost Rider's powers. On 2 occasions, the Spirit of Vengeance bestowing its demonic powers onto Mac, and then later on passing his powers on to Phil Coulson, making him powerful enough to fight Ada. Robbie can infuse his power into inanimate objects like his chain and his car, the Hell Charger, to become nearly indestructible. As shown, when a missile was fired, a rocket launcher hits the vehicle straight at the hood and launched the Charger high into the air, but due to the power inducement bestowed by Robbie, the Hell Charger remained undamaged. He is bilingual. During his time in the Hell Dimension, he acquired the ability to create portals to alternate universes and different dimensions. Robbie is a very proficient fighter. He's able to transform into the Spirit of Vengeance during a battle to achieve an effective combo attack with Quake. Robbie appears to favor chains to use as a weapon for combat, becoming adept at wielding it effectively very quickly. Able to grab hold of people, and snapping their necks with his chain. He can use his chain to channel his hellfire and incinerate a target. Robbie can perform combination attacks with Quake once again, utilizing his chain as a lasso in order for her to blast their opponent apart with her vibration blast. He is a human demon host of the Spirit of Vengeance, and he is in his 20s. Robbie Reyes is a flaming demonic entity, amongst the strongest beings in the world. He is the Spirit of Vengeance. He is the Ghost Rider.